Well, to Cape Canaveral, Florida right now, where we are less than 25 minutes away from the Artemis II launch opening. This is a live look at the rocket with final preparations now underway. The 4 astronauts will be the first people to launch toward the moon since the Apollo 17 mission in 1972. More than 50 years ago.
NASA also calls this a test mission, flying on the rocket for the first time as a step toward a lunar landing in 2028 and NASA's eventual goal of establishing a base on the moon. The crew will swing around the Earth twice before venturing beyond the far side of the moon, which is about 250,000 miles from home and farther than any astronaut has ever traveled before. They'll then splash down off the coast of San Diego. That happens on April 10th. The crew suited up this morning, checking for any leaks or issues before launch time. The rocket's fueling process also began earlier today as crews added more than 700,000 gallons of super cold propellants into those boosters. Of course, now the world waits for that historic moment. Of course, there's so much excitement around the launch, transcending generations. Morgan Wolf joins us now live with more on that. Hey, Morgan.
Hey, well, I am at a watch party that just started here at the University of Minnesota at the Aerospace Engineering and Mechanics building. A professor I talked to who also works for NASA helped organize this and told me they've been learning about Artemis II for quite some time. But earlier today, I visited some much younger students to hear about what they think of space.
Does anyone know where this rocket with its 4 astronauts is going to go?
Sky-high curiosity inside the Good Shepherd Catholic School.
Raise your hand if you know where it's taking off from.
All eyes on the Kennedy Space Center as the Artemis II heads towards the moon. And most of these 5th graders' parents weren't born the last time NASA went.
No, I'm not that old.
But Charlotte does know about the race to space.
A ton of different people tried to get there, and people didn't really think that we were going to get up first, but then we did.
You might make a new discovery out there.
I asked kids what they would do in space or what they would bring.
I'd probably bring a pillow so that I could have a pillow fight in space.
That would be so fun. I think I'd like to go to Mars. I think that'd be really fun to go explore.
As for food, the menu has range.
Chipotle.
I feel like spaghetti would be cool to eat with no gravity.
Yeah, you could just like have it floating and then just like eat it out of the air.
Like, I remember what it feels like as a kid to study this stuff and learn about it, and it's really fun to see.
Ms. J hopes that this major moon milestone can open these young minds up to their own potential.
Maybe it inspires them to want to be their own type of innovator or scientist or just exploring that creativity. I hope it fosters some of that for them too.
Gosh, they are so cute. Always nice to get their perspective. Again, generations of people are going to be experiencing this for the first time. And some students that I have spoken to here say that they're a little anxious, but they're really excited for this mission. Again, that is going to be happening in roughly 20 minutes is when that launch window will open. And we'll be here to take in all the action. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Morgan.